What's up guys, it's Andrew Yusuf Thornburg, the one and the only, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of not giving up, and I'm also going to share some stories with you of 3 people that I absolutely love their stories, their life stories, are what made them who they are today, guys. It's what they did to get there and how they did it that just defined them, and that's what we need to be doing to better our own lives. Alright guys, so be sure to leave a like on this video, I'd super appreciate it, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Currently I do inspirational videos every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Alright guys, let's get into it. So, the importance of not giving up is very important, guys. We just cannot give up, okay? So why would I say that? Because giving up is just so much easier, Andrew. Well, yeah, of course it's easier, but is the easier way the better way? No. So let's say you don't like working for people, so you give up and you go, let's say you just give up because things aren't just looking your way, and you end up hating the rest of your life because you just keep making excuses as to why you can't go chase your dreams on your own, why you can't, make things happen. You just keep making excuses, right? And, well, what happens? Then you don't get your dream done, and then you hate the rest of your life because you didn't do something you absolutely loved, right? Or let's say you didn't chase your dream, you wanted to go be an astronaut, okay? You went to school, and then all of a sudden you went and applied everywhere and no one wanted to accept you. They didn't want you to be their astronaut. Okay, so let's say you applied to every single one you can think of. You just couldn't think of any more astronaut jobs, and then one pops up, but you got so discouraged from all the other jobs before you didn't actually apply to that. And let's say, you go be working at McDonald's the rest of your life, just for example, right? Not saying that that's where you'd land, but it's just perspective, guys. Keep the perspective of not giving up, because what you could have missed and what you will miss by giving up is just tremendous. It's even like this inspirational channel. I know that it's not going my way. I have 14 subscribers who don't even watch my videos. I have 500 views, LOL. I have like 20 videos, and yeah, it's going pretty bad in terms of numbers. Numbers are not in my favor, but that does not mean I'm gonna give up, because I want to still do this. I want to get this out to the world no matter what, so I'm trying. I'm never giving up, right? And even if it means taking a couple hours out of my day and making these videos, even when no one's watching, eventually it's gonna catch on. That's what I know, right? Because of the stories I'm going to talk about. So guys, the first one I'm going to talk about is Tony Robbins. I absolutely love his story. So when he was younger, him and his mom would fight quite often. And one day, he actually left. He just left his house. He was like, I'm done fighting with my mom. It was after Christmas, I believe. And he decided he's not taking any more shit. So he started working as a janitor, I believe. He just picked up some side job and he went out and lived on his own, and he actually still helped his mom out, even though he despised her, always being rude to him and stuff. He still helped her out. And so later on, he was still struggling. He tried to be a life coach, and he just wasn't getting the money he needed to, and he kept trying. He kept getting new clients, but some were just not working out for him, or they were to the point that they wouldn't come in constantly enough. So he was really struggling to make ends meet. He was living in the back of his car, in the back of a 7-Eleven, I believe, and when he kept going, and guess what, he got to who he is today. Tony Robbins. He's an amazing guy, amazing inspirational figure. And how did he do it? He did it by not giving up. Never giving up, guys. That's really hard, right, in our society. Giving up is so much easier. You just want to give up because it's easy. Taking the easy path is the easy way to go. Okay, guys, so the next guy I'm going to talk about is Sylvester Stallone. Alright, so he's going to have a similar situation. He wanted to be an actor, right? So he tried applying for thousands of actor gigs, and no one would take him. They said, nah, your voice is stupid, no one wants to take you. So he just kept going, and he tried about 10,000 times, and he failed every single time. It didn't work out for him. So he tried a new approach. He went and started writing a script, okay? And what he did with this was then he tried to sell it, and someone eventually was interested in it. At first everyone was like, oh, this is dumb, this is stupid, predictable, and then he found someone that was like really all in it. They were all for it, and they offered him $120,000. Well, he turned it down because they wouldn't give him a part in the movie. Okay, and this man, by the way, had no money. He was living in an apartment with his wife, and they had no money. They could barely eat, you know, so he's going through a really bad time. And so he kept going. They came back to him later, offered him $240,000, $360,000. He still said no because he wanted to be an actor. And eventually they caved and gave him a part in the movie and only $35,000. Okay, and guess that movie was Rockie. Yes, guys, that was one of the biggest movies of all time. And then he went on to be a huge movie star. He's in the Expendables, Expendables 2, Rocky 2, etc., guys. So, you know, what he did, he never gave up, and he tried new things. He tried things. He adjusted his approach every time until he got what he wanted. Okay, guys, and finally, but finally, the last person I want to talk about is Walt Disney. So, Walt Disney, he obviously created Disney, and he was actually dirt poor as well. He was living in the back of his car, and at some point he, it's kind of funny because he actually went to a church to beg to do cartoons for them, and they said, okay, fine. So he went to the back of a shed, and he ended up drawing Mickey Mouse back there. And then look where Disney is today. He made one of the greatest companies of all time. I love Disney, Fox now, or Disney, Fox, Disney. They make the Avengers, and I absolutely love the Avengers. I love what his work has done for the world, you know. But it's to each their own. I know not everybody's a fan of Disney, and some think they're trying to take over the world, which is LOL funny. But hey, whatever. Power to you, no matter who you are, guys. So just remember, never give up. Just look at it from a better perspective. But yeah, you're gonna be dealing with problems. We all deal with problems. We're gonna deal with money problems. We're gonna deal with ailments. I mean, you know, if you want to get sick, you can. You can choose not to be sick. But I digress. You can deal with social problems, job problems, you know, whatever it is, whatever situation you're going through, guys, it is overcomable. You know, these three men are the greatest people to look at, and I just spit all over my shelf, are three of the greatest people to look at when it comes to, you know, not giving up and giving yourself perspective. Thanks so much for watching.